Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it is an exciting one. I'm going to be testing out a bunch of new makeup. This is all like drugstore slash affordable makeup. A lot of this makeup is makeup that went viral like on TikTok, so I'm super excited to try it all out with you guys. So if that interests you, then be sure to keep on watching. Started, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, click the bell notifications, that way you never miss when I upload. So let's go ahead and get right into today's video. I'm going in first with a primer, and this is the NYX the Marshmallow Primer. I have been wanting to try this primer for so long. It went so viral on TikTok and I've just heard really great reviews on it, so I'm super excited to finally try it out today. So let's go ahead and see how it works, see what the hype is all about. Okay, so the texture is like almost like a whipped texture, if you guys can see that. It has a really nice scent to it as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of apply that. I think I got enough, so just work that into the skin. And it feels really, really nice and smooth on the skin. It kind of gives it a little bit of a nice glow as well. Like you can kind of see that hydration there. So I like the way my skin looks with it. I also really, really like the scent of it. This has a really nice kind of like marshmallowy scent to it. I love that. So yeah, so far so good. We can move on to the next product up, and we have the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I got the shade Light 210N. So this says it is supposed to help even out skin tone with this primer-infused talc-free foundation. It's a lightweight powder that's supposed to provide long-lasting and buildable coverage for an airbrushed finish. So I have actually already tested this out, but this is like my newest drugstore foundation, so I figured I would just throw it into today's video and show you guys, you know, it in action. So this is what it looks like inside. Obviously you can see that I've used it already. It does come with a little kind of sponge applicator, but I don't recommend using this. It did not work well for me, so we're not going to use that today. I'm going to go in with a brush because I feel like that worked the best for me. I'll show you guys how it looks on the skin. It looks really, really good. I actually love this foundation a lot, and I am not really into powder foundations at all. But once I tried this one, I was like, okay, this is like a game changer for me. It actually looks flawless on the skin once it's all blended out. Okay, so here's how it looks. The finish looks amazing. It definitely does give that airbrushed finish, and it's definitely got really good coverage. It's definitely buildable as well if you like a bit more full coverage. You can build it up, I believe. Yeah, it says buildable coverage, so you can just keep building it up until you get your desired coverage. But for me, I think this is a good amount of coverage. I'm happy with it. I love the way my skin looks with it. It does look very natural. Like the finish of it is just stunning, so I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. But let's go ahead and move on now to brows. So for brows, I'm going to be testing out the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It says, get lifted and feathered brows with long-lasting hold that won't flake. The gel lifts, sculpts, and tames even the unruliest brows. So this is supposedly a dupe for the Anastasia brow, I don't know what it's called. Is it just, oh, the Brow Freeze. So I've never tried that one, but apparently this one is just as good, so I'm excited to try it out. So this is how it looks, just very clear. It almost looks like there is nothing in this jar, but there is some product in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a spoolie. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit on a spoolie here, and hopefully that's enough. I don't know how much to go in with, but let's see how it looks. I find that like so many brow gels work so good at first. I find like when I use them, I'm like, oh my god, this is so amazing. My brows look like so good. But then after like, you know, 10-15 minutes, I look at my brows and they've like completely fallen down. I'm like, okay, so there's no staying power. So that is like my biggest, you know, issue with brow gels, is just them actually holding for more than like 20 minutes. I mean, this one feels like it has a really good hold. I like the way that they look right now, but obviously we're gonna have to see how they hold up throughout this whole video. I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip and just clean up the extra because there's a little bit of like residue above my brow. So I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and just kind of wipe that away. I'm just gonna go in on the other brow now, do the same thing. Just gonna clean this one up as well. Yeah, my brows look really good, and so far they're holding up really nicely. So now we can go in with another brow product. I have a new brow pencil to try out, and this one is from Wet n Wild. This is their Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil. I got the shade Soft Brown. So this is how it looks. It's just a basic black component, and it has the nice fine tip. So I'm excited to see how this works. I'm hoping it's good. I've heard good reviews on this, so we'll see if it's actually any good. I'm just gonna go in and kind of feather it into the sparse areas of my brows. Okay, so that is that brow compared to this one. I think it worked really good. The shade is like perfect for me. I really like how it performed. It's really nice and precise. It has really good pigment. It's not like too waxy or anything. So I'm really happy with it. I'm just gonna quickly finish the other brow and then I'll be right back. Okay, my brows are done. So now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. I'm not gonna be doing an eyeshadow look today. I just don't have a new drugstore eyeshadow palette. There's not a lot of them to begin with, especially around where I live. Like, they're impossible to find. We don't have that many drugstore makeup stores. So I haven't bought any new drugstore eyeshadow palettes. So we're just gonna skip over that today and just go in with an eyeliner, just do a winged liner look, nice and clean. So it's just gonna be very simple makeup today. So I did pick up the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Eyeliner. I have heard so many people talk about this and just say how amazing it is. Okay, that worked pretty good. This is gonna be a big wing. Like, we are going bold today. Wow, okay. That is a huge wing, but you know what? We're not doing eyeshadow, so let's go in with a bold wing. I do like the way it applied. It was pretty easy. I will say I do prefer my NYX one though, like the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I have the pen one. That one is amazing. I do prefer that one over this one, but this one is still pretty good, I would say. I think the NYX one is a little bit more opaque. This one I feel like I have to kind of go over a little bit to kind of fill it in more. It's a little bit streaky, but overall for $4, like, it did a pretty good job. So can't really complain there. So I'm just gonna quickly finish up the other eye and then I will come back and we will move on to concealer. All right, we're back. I finished up my eyeliner and added some lashes, and now we can go in with concealer. And this is another really viral product. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. So this is infused with tremella mushroom, it says. I'm not really sure what that's for or what it does, but this product went viral on TikTok and I've just heard nothing but good reviews. So I'm really excited to try it out today. I'm just going to quickly go over some of the claims. So basically it says that it is a skincare serum in a concealer for under eye, face, and body. It provides up to 24-hour hydration with a non-cakey, smooth, natural finish and a lightweight feel for skin that looks like skin. It has medium coverage. It's supposed to cover dark circles, acne, blemishes, redness, irritation, and dry patches. It has a vegan formula featuring that tremella mushroom that I said, and cica and green tea. Basically, this is supposed to just be a very hydrating concealer that's supposed to look like skin. It's supposed to be lightweight, and it has medium coverage, which Personally for me, I like a full coverage concealer, but I'm willing to test this out and, you know, see how it works for me. I got the shade Vanilla, which is actually the second lightest shade. They were sold out of the lightest shade when I bought this, so I had to just go for the next one in line, which is Vanilla. So let me just grab my mirror, and I'm just gonna pump a little bit under my eye. I hope the shade is gonna work because it is a little bit darker than I would like. I definitely wanted it to be like a brightening concealer, but this is the only shade they had at the time when I bought it, so just gonna have to work with it. So now I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender and just blend that under the eyes. Oh my gosh, this looks so nice. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh, it is so hydrating. It's like glowy. Like it's giving my skin a beautiful glow. Oh my gosh. So this shade isn't exactly, I mean, it's still giving me that brightening effect, like major. But I mean, if I would have went with a lighter shade, I feel like it would have been even more of a brightening effect. But actually, I really like the way that this one looks. Like it is giving me such a beautiful glow from within under the eye. It definitely feels lightweight. It's definitely skin-like. The finish is absolutely stunning. I feel like the shade actually worked out perfectly, and I feel like it did cover up my dark circles like really well. So even for a medium coverage, this has really good coverage. I can see myself using this a lot. Like this looks beautiful. So I'm just gonna go in on the other side now and just kind of quickly blend that. I definitely see where the hype is. Like, this is stunning. So I'm super, super happy with that concealer so far. I think it's amazing based on first impression, but I'm gonna have to wear it a bit longer, obviously, to see like if it creases, how it holds up. So I'll update the description box for you guys. Let's move on now to the next product up, which I am also really excited for, and this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. So we have a lot of e.l.f. products today, just because like e.l.f. is literally one of the best drugstore brands, hands down. They have such bomb products, and so many of their products have gone viral lately, the past like year or two. So they've been coming out with so many good products. So this one I am really excited for. This one has had really good reviews. Basically everywhere I've seen, there has been positive reviews. I haven't really seen like any negative reviews. Everybody just raves about this product. So I'm so excited to finally test it out. I got the shade Tan Lines, so this is how it looks. It's exactly the same packaging as their Putty blushes, so it's the same thing. It's just a bronzer. So this is how it looks. So let's see how this is going to look on the skin. I think the color should be really good. So I'm going to go in with this stippling brush from Wet n Wild. I feel like it'll fit really nicely like in the pot. So I'm going to go in with that one. I'm just going to go right along my cheeks here. My cheekbone, I should say. Okay, wow. So that is really pigmented. Maybe I went in with too much. Oh my gosh. But wow, this is looking beautiful. Like the color, I really like the color, and it's like blending so easily. It's looking a little crazy right now. It's a little dark. I think I went in with a bit too much. I'm like blending it way too far. So I might have to go in with a bit more foundation to kind of just blend that, because that was a little much. Okay, that's a bit better. So yeah, this bronzer is beautiful. It's definitely living up to the hype. I've tried the Putty blushes, so I mean, I knew those were good, so I was assuming, you know, the bronzer is going to be just as good. I do feel like maybe the bronzer is a little bit creamier. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I've had my Putty blushes, like, open for so long. Or, like, not open, but, you know, like, they've been opened before. So once the air gets in there, it might dry them out a bit. Because this one is, like, really, really creamy. Okay, so bronzer is all done. I love how freaking beautiful this is. I love how it blended out, how creamy it was. The pigment is there. This is literally such a bomb product. Like, I am so shook at the quality of e.l.f. these days. Like, they are coming out with products that honestly, like, top some high-end products. So I am like in love with this. I love the way it looks. Like, it's just so beautiful. I feel like this could easily replace some of my high-end cream bronzers just based on how it performed. The formulas are so similar. So yeah, I'm loving this. We can move on now to blush. So we have a liquid blush to try out. This is by SheGlam, and this is the Color Bloom Liquid Blush in Hush Hush. Another product that went super viral, and I've tried the cream bronzers in like the SheGlam, well, I guess they're liquid bronzers. I've tried those, but I haven't tried the blushes yet, so I'm gonna try this one out today. And the packaging is so pretty. I love the pink and golds, like honestly, so aesthetically pleasing. Okay, that's the color, so it's like a really pretty kind of like peachy color. And I love like the little sponge applicators that these come with. They're just super easy to apply. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply some right to my cheeks. And I'll do a little bit on my nose as well. And then I'm gonna go in and blend that out. I feel like it's not as pigmented as I would personally love, but I think I could probably build it up. Like, it's very similar to their liquid bronzer formula. With that one, I do have to build it up as well. It's not super pigmented with just like one application. I usually have to go in twice. It's picking up on the camera a lot better than my mirror, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit more just to get a little bit more color. So maybe like 2 dots this time. I do want a little bit more color to my cheeks. I do like a lot of blush, so I'm just gonna add a bit more. There. I think that looks really good. That's definitely more pigmented, and that's definitely as much blush as I like to wear. Yeah, I mean, this is looking really beautiful. So far everything has been really good. The only thing I would probably say I'm not like in love with is the eyeliner. I just feel like even right now, like if I look at my eyeliner, it still looks a little bit like not streaky, but it's just not as opaque as I would like it to be. I really do like a dark, dark black liquid liner. This one's just, I don't know. It's okay, but I don't think I would purchase it again. Okay, moving on. I don't have a new setting powder to set my face, so I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is in Fair Light, but I do have a new product to apply the setting powder. I actually just ordered these off of Amazon, and they are like these little puffs that I've been seeing like all over TikTok and stuff for applying powder under the eyes and stuff. So I got like a pack of 8 of them. I can't remember how much they were. I want to say they were like, hold on, let me check. I got them on my app here. I'll just check how much I paid because I just got them like yesterday. Okay, I paid $12 for 8, so that's a really good deal. So I'm really excited to try these out. I know they have like the Beauty Blender ones. I think they're like $20 or something for just one. So basically you just like tap on your powder. Oh my gosh. Wow, that worked so nicely. Honestly, what? That worked so well and so easy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm like loving this, and my under eye looks so good now. Can you see the difference? Like, look at that. Oh, I love this powder. This powder is so good. Okay, so let's just do the other eye. This also works really good for baking because you can just like kind of carve the line down like your nose, for example. I want to carve out my contour that I did. And this works so well for that. Wow. Okay. This is like a life-changing product here. How have I not tried these before? I don't have a new mascara to use today. I just haven't bought a drugstore mascara in a long time because I have so many mascaras right now. So I'm just going to go in with this Loreal Telescopic on the lower lashes. This is like honestly one of the best drugstore mascaras ever. If you haven't tried it, oh my god. You literally need to run out and get it. It's just so good, especially for the bottom lashes. We can move on now to highlighter. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and I got the shade Pearl. I actually already own this one in the shade Champagne, and it is one of my favorite highlighter formulas. So I wanted to get another shade of it because I have, like, the Champagne one is like a really gold shade. So I wanted something a bit more, like, I guess more icy. So that's what it looks like. It is so creamy soft. These really remind me of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters. If you've tried those, the formula of these is very similar. It's like that creamy wet kind of consistency, but it turns to powder on the cheeks. I'm just gonna swatch it and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oh my gosh, look how freaking beautiful that is. Wow. Okay, so I cannot wait to apply this to my cheeks. So I'm gonna take a little bit on brush and we're gonna, wow. Ooh, it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. How freaking gorgeous is this highlight? Like, honestly, you need this. It's so freaking good. I don't know why these aren't talked about more. I think they are so underrated. We can move on now. We have 2 products left, I believe. First of all, I'm going to go in with a setting spray before I do my lips. So for setting spray, we have the Maybelline Lasting Fix. This is the makeup setting spray up to 16-hour wear matte finish. I actually just picked this up today, and this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay. I've seen videos on TikTok where like people test this setting spray out, and it is amazing. Like, your makeup literally does not budge with this. So definitely a cheaper alternative to the Urban Decay one if that's like your favorite. I would recommend trying this one, although I haven't even tried it for myself yet, so I can't really say, you know, personally that it works, but from the videos I've seen, it works amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and just spray this on, and I like the misters on these. I have the dewy one as well, and the misters are super fine, so I love that. Ooh. Yeah, you don't get like super big droplets on your face. Okay, so we're almost done. The last product up I have here is by Physicians Formula as well, and this is the Diamond Plumper Mineral Wear Lip Plumper. So this is in the shade Light Pink Princess Cut, and this is supposedly a dupe for the Too Faced lip injection. So I wanted to test it out to see if it is similar, because I do have the Too Faced lip injection, and it does smell very similar. Oh, it's really strong. It does smell very similar to the Too Faced one, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and see if it works similar to the Too Faced, because this would definitely be a cheaper alternative if you don't want to spend, you know, the 20 some dollars. I don't know exactly how much it is. I think it's like probably at least $25 for the Too Faced. This was only $12.50, so half price basically of the Too Faced one. So I love how like glossy it is. It looks really, really nice. I'm probably gonna have to wait a minute to see if it starts plumping my lips at all, because right now it doesn't really feel like it's doing much, but I do feel like a little bit of a cooling sensation. Nothing like too powerful or anything, like nothing uncomfortable, just a little bit of a cooling sensation. So I'm curious to see if that's going to turn into like a burning sensation like the Too Faced one generally gives. So we'll see. I'm going to wait a few minutes. We can just go over my final thoughts as we wait. So let's kind of just start from the beginning. The primer, I really loved. The foundation, I already knew that I loved it. Still love it. The concealer, yes, amazing. The brow pencil I loved. The brow gel, I will say it's holding up pretty good. I feel like I can still go in though a little bit and just kind of fluff them up. It does seem like they are falling a tiny bit, but not a lot. It's holding better than some of my other brow gels, so I still do like it. I think it's a really great affordable option. The eyeliner though, that's the one thing that I'm just not like sold on. I don't know what the hype is about it. I personally don't really like it that much. I'm definitely gonna just stick to my NYX one. The bronzer, amazing. The blush is just okay in my opinion. I wouldn't say like run out to get it. It's I don't know. It's okay, but it is only like $5. The highlighter I really love. Obviously, I already knew I was going to love it because I already own one. The setting spray, again, I do own one, but it's the dewy one. So this one I'm not sure, you know, how it's going to hold my makeup. The lip gloss, which I'm still kind of waiting to feel anything. I mean, I would say it's just a little bit of like a cooling sensation. I don't think it's nearly as powerful as the Too Faced. I don't really see my lips being plumped that much, but I definitely think it's a good, like, you know, dupe or whatever. Like, if you didn't want to spend the money on the Too Faced, I think it's a good alternative. But I do think that I like the Too Faced one a little bit better. I feel like it did a better job at plumping my lips. But this one is still nice. I like, you know, how glossy it is, and it's not like sticky or like thick or anything. It's a really comfortable formula. Oh, I forgot these. The sponges, to die for. You need these. I'm like literally obsessed with those. That is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, what your thoughts are on them. I would love to hear. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.